Well, I've been coming to Comic-Con now for exactly half of its 40 years. The first one I came to was 1989. And I remember 1989 being stunned by how big it was, because there were 15,000 people at Comic-Con, and I just thought, this is just too big. How am I ever going to meet everybody? 15,000 people, you can't have a convention this big. And of course, then it seriously started growing. And there's that point where you come back and it's 30,000 people, and you come back and it's 60,000 people, and now it's a whatever it is for Fire Marshal and Utter Limits, and it's in the 150,000s, and it's very strange. I still have a theory that convention that I saw in 1989 is still going on here somewhere, that those 15,000 people are still here having their own convention, but that this thing has grown up around them like a pearl covering this tiny little thing. And now Comic-Con has become all of these different things. It's become this place where the studios come and release stuff and hint. It's become the place where people come simply to show off. It's become a place where you release things. It's become the pop culture mecca of the universe. And it wasn't any of those things 20 years ago. 20 years ago, it was a very big comic convention.
And you've kind of changed along with them, because you are here now promoting a 3D film. So do you feel that you've kind of grown along with them?
I have definitely I've probably kept pace with Comic-Con. Roughly every 5 years, I do guest of honor at Comic-Con, and I'll do my full 4 or 5 day stint here, and I will do all of the panels, and I will do all the things, and the rest of the time, though, I these days just get brought in by movie people and by video release people and stuff, and here I am for the Coraline DVD, and it's very odd. It's as if there's just this thing that you can get ushered into. You never actually often wind up even having contact with the convention itself, which I don't know is a good thing. I don't know it's a bad thing, but I know it is a thing that, in a world in which it took me 40 minutes to get from the Hilton Gaslamp to the convention center, which is, I think, approximately a 200-second walk, because A-list talent are not allowed to walk across that road. They have to be brought in by vehicular transport, which then has to go through downtown Comic-Con transport. I thought this is, everything's very different.
Are you still enjoying it, though?
I enjoy bits of it. The bits of it that I enjoy are still the bits that I enjoy. I still enjoy looking out and seeing the Stormtroopers and the Batmans and the people of all ages, genders, sizes and weights in their Princess Leia slave costumes. It's something you really don't see anywhere else in the world. And I enjoy seeing my friends, which is the other thing. There are so many people that I know, and this is the geek nexus, this is the nerd nexus, but this is also the creator nexus, and everybody comes here. So at dinner last night, I got there first to dinner, and I looked over and I saw that Henry Selick had arrived and didn't know where I was, so I walked out to see Henry. And as I got there, I realized that Mr. Miyazaki, Hayao Miyazaki, was standing just behind Henry. So I got to say, excuse me, I'd worked with Mr. Miyazaki on Princess Mononoke, and we know each other, so I got to say, Mr. Miyazaki, this is Henry Selick. Henry Selick, this is Mr. Miyazaki. You don't get to do that very often, only at Comic-Con.